We back, man. We talking about them liars again. Nate, I want to be a simple man. I don't believe in all this nonsense and all this. They try to twist these facts and push the narrative down our throats so that they need the approval of the American people. They need the masses to be able to accept sending their sons and daughters overseas, sending their tax money out to bomb people and fight these folks over there. And I just want people to keep in mind that we're funding factions of ISIS, Al Qaeda, whatever you want to call it. This is out in the open. The Congress is passing these bills, $500 million being sent to Syrian rebels who are known Al Qaeda, Al Nusra affiliates.
Lieutenant Colonel Anthony Schaefer said those numbers are upwards of 90 to 95% are Al Qaeda.
Yeah, I don't know how they can, in a good conscience, send them money and not expect American soldiers to be killed by the weapons that were bought by the American people.
You brought up a point a second ago about drumming up war to send our sons and daughters over there. Well, I'd like to touch upon that briefly. We're in the land of fake patriotism today. Okay, you go to an NFL football game and you wave the flag. You stand up and you salute the troops. But this is fake. You know why it's fake? Because we don't stand up when the troops are getting injected with vaccines that are killing them, when they're using depleted uranium in the weapons systems that is known to shut down the organs and give them cancer. You know, these vaccines are experimental. That is a violation of the Nuremberg Pact. So where is all the people standing up for the troops for these issues? They are murdering our troops. So if they're murdering our troops and they're not giving them the health care when they come home, why should I send my sons or my daughters to go sign up? This is not the military of 50 or 60 years ago. The military is basically a globalist controlled all they're using is them to protect the profit. That is it. It is not about protecting our borders or about protecting the American people, period.
And I've got a video on MetroNair.com. It's Major General Smedley Butler and the fascist takeover of the USA. A warning from history is under the past warning section. Smedley Butler was the most decorated Marine in U.S. military history. He was basically contacted by the heads of major corporations in the United States. I believe it was in the Roosevelt administration.
Henry Ford, I believe, was one of them. I believe Rockefellers.
Yeah. There was maybe the United Fruit Company was another one. That's
CIA
a whole other CIA deal. But basically, he was contacting, I think Prescott Bush was involved as well.
Yeah, he gave the Nazis $6 million. Prescott Bush did.
So, do your own research on that. I'm going to try to find some articles and post them on my site. But
Smedley Butler wrote a book called War is Racket.
War is a Racket.
Go read that.
And he was sick and tired of being used, and the military being used as hired mercenaries for these corporations. They go to Honduras. They kick out this government so that they can put their puppet in, the United States can put their puppet in so that we can get the land secured, so that the United Fruit Company or whoever's can grow their bananas and ship them here for profit. The corporations run this place. They've long bought and sold these politicians and the media. So we're all just sitting here getting lied to left and right, and I don't care if Brian Williams is lied about an RPG. He's a liar. I mean, that basically it just proves it to people. But the thing, yeah, he's been a tool used by them for how many years?
Yeah, he's got pretty eyes, and he talks good and looks good in the suit. You know, we're lied to in every level. Okay, let's look at something real quick, David. Okay, what was announced today? Moderate Syrian rebels to be given power to call in U.S. airstrikes. Okay, let's break down the lie with this. This isn't moderate Syrian rebels. They are lying to us again. This is Al-Qaeda and ISIS.
Okay, and so these moderate Syrian rebels are going to be giving the authority to call in airstrikes from our military. So we're gonna drop bombs on their targets that they've picked. And let me guess, who are they picking to blow up? They're blowing up Assad. So again, it's these dogs of war, it's these mercenaries. We're using Al-Qaeda, these Free Syrian Army. I mean, I can't even stand that name, these Free Syrian Army.
It's Al-Qaeda, man. That's what it is.
They're terrorists. And this is what the media does. They change the names of these folks. They give them a new name each week. ISL, IS, ISIS.
You know, we would probably love Assad if he was killing Christians, but he doesn't kill Christians, and he lets the women walk around kind of freely. So if
he's Western, the women don't have to cover up themselves, and they can go get an education, and so we're gonna again, it goes back to the corporations. They want an oil pipeline through there. They don't want Assad associating with Russia. This is all a geopolitical maneuvering, and we're using terrorism as a farce, as a facade, so that we can get our agenda across. Phil the Patriot, you've been holding. What's going on, Phil?